let's see this anti-work shit. So I haven't really talked a lot about the anti-work subreddit. Part of the reason why I haven't talked a lot about the anti-work subreddit is because I don't know. I don't really care.
Love you guys.
I think
thank
like
you for all the laughs.
I think there's like a lot of real people on there that are like actually upset and jaded and pissed, or you know, just like sad about the state of affairs, right? And then there are a lot of people who just lie for karma. It's like a good way to karma farm and just fucking lie and all this shit. And there's a lot of crusty anarchists on there who think they can do like, you know, general strikes or whatever. But ultimately, I think their heart's in the right place. You know, it's okay to just be fucking angry at the state of affairs. How Occupy Wall Street is this all turning out? Yeah, it's just like anarchists don't operate like fucking CIA challenge, impossible difficulty. Every fucking day we stray further away from the Lord's good light. I swear to God, I'm sorry. Anyway, so here's what I'm going to say. First and foremost, so they're going to shit on this person, okay? And it's clear that like Cringetopia shit all over this person.
I love you, chat.
But what's ironic is that like, I guess this once again reveals that Redditors hate the world, but the one thing that they hate more than anything else is other Redditors, is themselves, okay? Because let's keep it fucking real. Like everybody writing, everybody sending awards to this fucking, everybody beaking this, this video, everybody juicing this. Like, what, you look different? You're on Reddit. You are the same person. Like, you look the same, you sound the same, you would appear the exact same on camera. Like, who are you yelling at? You're just yelling at yourself. It's the same as like literally pointing at a mirror and going, you fucking suck. You're a fucking piece of shit. You probably smell the same, motherfucker. 90% of the people commenting on here look and sound exactly like this person. So pretty funny that they're like, that person is so cringe. I would be so fucking different. It's like, no, you wouldn't. No, you wouldn't. You're literally a Redditor. Exactly. And I fucking hate myself. So I know better than most people. Okay. I despise myself. Why the fuck else would I be on Reddit? The people that go on Reddit, you know what cool people that I know in the real world, you know what they do to go on Reddit? They go on Reddit to look at porn. Okay. Like 24K Golden. Remember? Talk to him. Cool guy. Has a lot going on. Why does he go on Reddit? To look at porn and to sometimes look at fucking, I guess, fashion stuff. Don't know where the good fashion blogs are on Reddit. Don't know where the good fashion subreddits are. But that's it. That's what normies do. They go to Reddit every now and then to look at porn, okay? Only sad, pathetic people like myself and you go to Reddit to look at, like, hatred.
What's up with the Fred Flintstone
That's
vibe?
it. So anyone that goes on like Cringetopia and is like, here's an award, kind sir. Like, you are the same person. You are like the Spider-Man meme. You are quite literally the fucking, you know, the hog that says like, I don't need a vaccine, brother. Like, you know, Bill died, but he's very different. It's like, no, you are the same person as Bill. Like, that's the Redditor version of that, okay? The Redditor version of shitting on another Redditor, especially a Reddit moderator, is pretty funny, because it's like you're just shitting on yourself. Like, everything you say, you're shitting on yourself, but because you're just completely oblivious to the reality, you think like, you know, this is someone totally different to the outside world, but like you are the same person. Anyway,
it's like a good work day. How many hours is you know, a solid work day in your ideal society?
Sure. I mean, I think as much as people want. I mean, I personally work. I have like a 25 hour work weeks, which I think is fairly good. So I would like less work hours.
And what do you do, Doreen?
I'm a dog walker.
A dog walker. Okay.
Yes.
And how?
Yeah. So
how old are you?
You know what's funny? Jesse Waters doesn't work 25 hours a week. Like, Jesse Waters does not work 25 hours a week. And Jesse Waters is not even doing anything that is like as physically grueling as dog walking, okay? In comparison to what Jesse Waters does, which is sit in front of a camera and you know, look like the guy who was the dumbass on every like 90s comedy in high school. That you know, he was the football player in every fucking 90s comedy, and that's his purpose. His purpose is to fill that void, to fill that role in an audience that is comprised of like 80-year-olds. So the last thing they remember is like a 90s comedy they watch. So that's like Jesse Waters' job. Okay? His job is to look like the fucking jock from the last thing that his audience can remember. The last time their brains could form new memories. So let's continue.
If you don't mind me asking.
Also, if you're an anarchist, you're not media trained. If you're on Reddit, don't go on Fox News. They will eat you alive. They will quite literally make fun of you. And then you will look like a clown. You will look like a fool because the reality is you are a clown. You're on Reddit. Like, let's be real. Okay? You are. And so am I. But the difference is I am a paid clown who is a professional clown. So I know how to fucking conduct myself. You, on the other hand, most likely do not.
Looking absolutely.
Okay, let's watch it from the top
ass.
before we even get to the Cringetopia shit.
Joining me now is the person who operates this anti-work group, Doreen Ford. All right, so Doreen, why do you like the idea of being home, not working, but still getting paid by corporate America?
Yeah, so there's some misconceptions about the movement. So we're a movement where we want to reduce the amount of work that people feel like they're forced to do. And so we want to still put in effort. We want to put in labor.
Yeah, 2
but we
months
don't
with Himbo,
want to
and I'm loving
necessarily be in a position where we feel trapped. You know, you just quoted from Office Space where that person feels very trapped in their job. I think we're calling for a society where there's less of that. But yeah, absolutely, people still want to do things. They just want to do things where they feel.
Okay, I'm gonna keep it real. First of all, pronoun she, her. This is a trans woman. Okay, so don't be fucking mean and don't misgender her. Or is it? Are they an MB? Okay, my bad. I thought she, her. Sorry, that's what someone said in the chat. Okay,
That
MB.
shit is too fire for
See,
string.
this would be good to
Please
know what their
change.
pronouns are. Why the fuck did you pick the name Doreen? What the fuck is that? You had every name to choose. You went with Doreen. Okay, sorry. I had to get that out of the way. Completely unrelated to everything. It's like imagine you're fucking, you know, you're a trans woman, okay, and you're like, you know, you're a trans woman. You're like, I have the opportunity now, unlike any other human on the planet, which is a beautiful thing. Okay, you have the opportunity to choose a new name for yourself. Okay, one that reflects you better than anything else, and you go with like Bethel. Okay, sorry. That's completely unrelated. And it has nothing to do with someone's gender identity, so don't fucking don't get mad at me, okay?
I wish Graham would do a Hasanabi fit check.
That is a trans joke that does not, you know, make fun of trans people. It makes fun of, I mean, it does not center trans people are weird, am I right, around the subject matter, okay? There you go. You can make trans jokes. You can without being transphobic. It's possible. Anyway, it's not free too. In California, you have to pay $1,000 for a name change petition. That's crazy. I'm just saying, like, nobody put that on you. Nobody assigned that to you, and you chose it yourself. That's crazy. That's crazy. Okay, let's continue. My name is Doreen, and I will have vengeance. Okay, listen. This yeah. I pick Lauren. That makes sense. The fuck do you mean? Lauren actually does make sense. It's not, you know, it's just like a normal name. Okay? Doreen is just like very old school. That's why I think it's funny. It's like Bethel. Motherfuckers be female to male and name themselves Gilbert. I'm imagining a trans maybe like, yeah, I love the name Gilbert. Like, I think it's a great name. I had to go with it. This is me. I'm fucking Gilbert, dude. That's crazy. Gertrude. Anyway, okay. When I was thinking about names, didn't go through transitioning, I thought about going with my grandma's name, so I kind of get it. Why your grandma's name? Mildreds everywhere are seething right now. Motherfucker, they don't know that I exist because anyone with the name Mildred was born before 1958, okay? When they decided Mildred no longer hip, okay? So don't worry. There is not a single Mildred that will ever see this, clip because they don't know how to operate the internet, okay? They have landlines with a fucking rotary phone at their houses, okay? There's not a Mildred on the planet that does not exclusively use a rotary phone. What are they gonna do, bro? Are they gonna fucking dial fucking whatever number to call up Eustace, and then Eustace is on the other line like, listen, Mildred, there's a boy on the internet that my great-granddaughter told me about. What are they gonna do, bro? Are they gonna fucking send a carrier pigeon? Are they gonna send a message via pigeon? Are they gonna fucking smoke signal to Twitch that I am making fun of people with the name Mildred? Is that what's gonna happen, dude? The Marge Mildred fucking Eustace coalition is gonna get together. They got more important things to worry about.
Themselves as a Marxist-Leninist American,
you know, like
today.
Stairs. Oh, that's good. Nobody's gonna moan. Oh, Doreen. Oh, fuck,
Shout
Doreen. Oh, yeah. Oh, Jesus. Okay, let's continue.
Rewarded, and they feel like they're in a good spot in their life, and that their job respects them and stuff.
Honestly, though, this isn't like that bad so far. I think the reason why people say it's cringe is because like they have the Vaseline filter on that like every fucking person that doesn't do this professionally like has a really hard time. Even professional people have a really hard time like fucking, you know, fixing their camera and their lighting and shit. I mean, look at me. I do this professionally. My lighting is dog shit right now. So like
Pogo.
So I think like people are probably shitting on them because like one, non-binary, obviously. So like everyone on fucking Reddit is immediately going to be like, oh, it's so cringe. Why? Because they're fucking trans. Is that why? Dickhead.
Your father?
Anyway. But it's not too bad so far.
Like that. You know, there's varying.
So Doreen, but you're not being forced to work. This isn't slave labor. You've applied for a job. You've agreed to the terms and conditions of the employment.
Hassle.
And
nice, dude. Jesse Waters, fucking on, dude. You chose to walk those dogs. Fuck yeah. It's like, oh, nice, dude. Yeah, you got it. Like as though, you know, there isn't any element of coercion in the job application process under a capitalist organization of the economy. As a matter of fact, the entire purpose of the fucking anti-work subreddit, which I don't even fucking frequent, but I can comprehend, is the idea that like you shouldn't be forced to fucking work. Like everybody wants to work, but it's about choosing
has mods.
Like where you are working and how you are working, being able to make that choice, which Jesse Waters can at this stage in his life do that. Okay, because he has a level of financial comfort and security that allows him to be able to make these decisions. Whereas, you know, Doreen and numerous other subredditors on the anti-work subreddit do not have that. They're also autistic, I believe, so they have a hard time focusing the camera and looking at the reporter. Not sure about that, though. I mean, dude, yeah, it's just, there you go.
And, you know, you can walk away from that job at any time and quit. So
Hello.
I don't understand really what this is about, except it sounds like maybe people are just being lazy. Are you encouraging people to be lazy?
So I think laziness is a virtue in a society where people constantly want you to be productive 24/7, and it's good to have rest.
7 months
that doesn't mean you should be
so far.
Like, People are so stupid. This is why, like, you know, people hyper focus on identity politics, but and say like identity politics is bad for like class solidarity. But then they fucking turn around and get upset at a non-binary person for being fucking trans, while quite literally
Wow, 18
advocating
months, still
for
no brain rot.
their best interest. Many of you probably thought I was going to fucking shit on this person, which, I mean, aside from Doreen, which is, in my opinion, not the best name to choose, okay? That's just my take, okay?
Bing bong sub on.
Like, aside from that, they haven't said anything wrong. They haven't said anything bad. And as a matter of fact, they are quite literally looking out for the best interest of all these fucking dumbasses, okay? All of these fucking dumbasses that are, what do you call it? That are shitting on them, you know? Are the pronouns he, she, or they? I think they, them is what someone said. And obviously, like, they're a Redditor. They're a Reddit moderator. Oh, my Lord. But, you know, technically, I'm a Reddit moderator as well of the Hasan_Piker subreddit.
Resting all the time or not putting effort into things that you care about. But I think one of the
What do you
issues
think
with
is like a
work-
good work day? How many hours is you know, a solid work day in your ideal
Right.
society?
Sure. I mean, I think as much as people want. I mean, I personally work. I have like a 25 hour work weeks, which I think is fairly good. So I would like less work hours.
And what
I
do
think
you
a lot
do,
of people
Doreen?
I'm a dog walker.
A dog walker. Okay.
Yeah.
It's like, I would just urge anarchists to learn anything, like just anything about Marxist theory, though. It'd be nice. Like, even if you don't believe in it, it'd be nice to fucking just be able to quickly drop shit in a situation, like, you know, just anything you could say in this circumstance, like from each according to his ability, that sort of stuff, you know, that'd be good to spit. Otherwise, you're just
No
gonna
Discord is
fucking
done,
come
so now
across
in here
as
at Hasanabi
someone
would
who
face.
just is lazy to the average fucking dumbass reactionary dickhead. You know what I mean? And they don't allow Marxist-Leninists on the subreddit for breaking Rule 4 by being authoritarians. Oh my God, stop. Dude, listen, this is not a real battle, okay? Marxist-Leninists are not like fucking real revolutionary vanguardists, okay? You're just a fucking dude on the internet. Just like they are some people on the internet, okay? It's just the same shit. People acting like, you know, there's a legitimate like infighting or war going on is so silly. There's good ideas in the bread book. For those of you who say bread book is somehow devoid of theory, no, there's great ideas in the bread book. There can be no end to exploitation, while there is still there can be no end to exploitation without expropriation is a true concept that I agree with. As long as there is still going to be enclosures, as long as there's still going to be you know, I mean, I wouldn't expand it all the way to its final conclusion like many anarchists do, but
Let's go.
the parking's not bad. I mean, anyway, you are now literally a bread tuber. I have never been a bread tuber. That's ridiculous. I've never been a bread tuber. I am not a bread tuber. I am not.
I haven't showered since last
I'm just a
week.
leftist, okay? Capital L. Two L's together make a W, okay? But I am a leftist. I am not a fucking, I'm not anything, okay? Anyway, let's continue.
And how
Imagine
so
Hassan
how
being
old
on the
are you,
Supreme
if you
Court
don't mind
now.
me asking?
Sure, I'm 30.
You're 30. Okay. And is there something you want to do besides being a dog walker? Do you aspire to do anything more than dog walking, or is that kind of your pinnacle?
I love working with dogs. If
At
I had to do
Hasanabi,
this rest of my
Ukraine?
life, you know, I wouldn't be super complaining. You know, dogs are wonderful animals. But I would love to teach. I would love to, you
Teach.
know, work with people and stuff like that.
What
on
would
that.
you
Yeah.
teach, Doreen?
Philosophy mostly, just introduction to philosophy, critical thinking, reason, stuff
I
like
watched
that.
the 2 hours
Okay.
in FD video
Well,
and
I
will
would
now
love
stomp
to-
their heads
Okay,
in.
it's so incredibly difficult for me not to fucking. This is like every red flag. Okay, Reddit moderator wants to teach philosophy and critical thinking. Is just that is peak Reddit. Okay, we have reached critical levels of Reddit. No one can Reddit harder than this right now. Okay, Jesus fucking Christ. Anyway, of course, though, it is a platform that we all go to because we hate each other and ourselves, most importantly. So.
Take your class, Doreen.
5
I
months
would
and then
just
4 to go until
be
brain
taking
rot
notes
lol.
the whole time. And
The funniest part about this is that, like, he didn't even say anything. Like, Jesse Waters didn't even say anything. So people saying that, like, this person is cringe are just saying it because, like, again, Redditors hate themselves more than anything else. So that's why they're like, this is so cringe. It's like, dude, you are literally the same person. You quite literally think you are a philosophical king, okay? You straight up believe, if you're on Reddit, you believe you are the king of philosophy. No one has ever done philosophy like you, okay? You did philosophy 101 and now you know everything. You're applying the categorical imperative to every fucking action that you take, whether it be like, I don't know, putting the fucking shopping cart back at the Trader Joe's parking lot or eating the last fucking donut at your house, okay? This is how you live your life. You are quite literally routinely talking about moral systems. You are telling your mom that you're telling your mom and dad that, you know, especially if you're an anarchist too, that them telling you bedtime is actually an unjustifiable hierarchy and that there needs to be a democratic process in figuring out how we can reach a level-headed reaction to what the bedtime actually should be. Bedtimes are authoritarian. Okay, you're projecting so hard. I've literally never done this. I do not know anything about philosophy. I think I'm anti-philosophy. I'm anti-thinking. I'm anti-critical thinking. I'm anti-reading. I'm anti-writing. Okay. So yeah. Okay, most people don't understand whenever I'm joking about this stuff, but yeah, I think they did
Abby,
good.
why you
They
look
did all
like
right.
Reese Mindshare?
you know what?
Hasan.
Professors are very similar schedule than something that you're imagining. So I think that actually might work perfectly for you. Listen, I think this might not be the greatest idea, but who am I to judge? To each their own, they say. It's a free country.
People are mad because the aesthetics are bad. Their message is right, but what everyone else realizes is that Fox made him look like a slob and made the rest of the moon look lazy instead of workers with a real gripe. Yes, well, that's what happens when you put a fucking Redditor mod on Fox News. Like, of course they're gonna look like that, no matter what. Someone do a Chad meme of saying, Hasan, I don't know anything about philosophy. Yes, I don't care. I don't care about philosophy. I care about, you know, why don't you philosophize some bitches, okay? And then, oh my God, everyone then will play the fucking French philosophers with their sexy girlfriends memes over and over again. I know, I got it, dude. They all fucking clapped. Also, don't ever look up any French philosopher with age of consent laws. Don't ever Google that. You know, worst mistake of your life. Okay. Normally, Fox and grifters need to search wide for cringe leftists, except when Reddit comes into the equation. So there is no, I mean, there is ultimately no problem with this. Remember the whole morally lucky arc? I know. The irony, of course, is that, like, while I personally believe that humans are flawed and don't actually have, like, a level of moral consistency that they claim that they do, and most people that claim to be morally consistent are never actually morally consistent, I am probably more consistent than every single person that talks about hypocrisy, which is hilarious because I routinely say human beings are hypocritical and flawed,
Hey,
and yet I myself am less hypocritical than, like, literally every single person that has ever talked about hypocrisy. Okay. You know, so there's that too. Get off your high horse. Your praxis is just being a progressive Democrat operative. Wait, what? What is praxis? Ugh, ew. 13-month subscriber. Ew. Campus Marxist. Tech W. Wait, what do you mean? What? NFTs are shit in the art market as a tax haven, bro. But if you bemoan modern abstract art like Pollock and then uphold Soviet art moves like constructivism, you're a hypocrite.
Ally.
The left has never had a coherent position on foreign policy after the Sino-Soviet split. Only infantile, lesser evil campism. Oh, Discord Andes. Fucking calm down for a second, okay? People who listen to Fox News and believe everything they say is literally brainwashed people in my world. I mean, they are. So yeah, now everyone of course saw this and then went to anti-work and is probably trying to fucking like own everyone on anti-work. Majority of the subreddit actually didn't want the mods to do an interview, but they did it anyway. Oh.
I still can't be live soda is
How about
dating a
that
JPEG
for
check.
how about that for not believing in democratic principles? Oh, all of a sudden, anarchists, when they see a fucking crumb of attention that they can get from mainstream media, turns out sometimes you got to make authoritarian decisions, huh? Sometimes you got to make decisions because the fucking plebs cannot comprehend what it truly takes to be a good leader, huh? Interesting. That's why I run a tight ship in this chat, okay? Me and my mods, there is no fucking worker coalition in here. We will fucking clap you. We will mow you down, okay? Woo! We will fucking pull you up, line you up side by side, and just fucking aim and shoot. Of course, not literally. I mean, figuratively. Remember when the Discord wanted to democratically elect moderators? I mean, yeah, they couldn't even get themselves a nice background to look fresh for this interview. Yeah, I mean, it's whatever. Ultimately, just don't do this, okay? You're never going to look good, even though this person quite literally did not say anything wrong. And the overwhelming majority of hate that they're probably receiving, which really sucks. The overwhelming majority of the hate that they're probably receiving is a consequence of them being trans, non-binary, and most likely them not looking like super cool on camera. Like, they're just not looking good on camera. They might be neurodivergent, you know. It's just not easy to do that sort of stuff and go on like a professionally trained media operative show.
Everyday hassle.
Okay. I mean, but these people are usually not like, they're not labor advocates so much as, and they're not organizers so much as they are just some people on Reddit. You know what I mean? That have good ideas. The Reddit is burning. Subreddit mega thread. r/antiwar goes private after Fox News interview debacle. Give me links, screenshots, we'll update. Screenshot discussion between mods regarding who would do the interview. Needed to actually look at the camera. I have a tough time with that, being autistic. I'm curious, did you share the offer for an interview with the other mods beforehand? Did you all decide who was the best person to represent the subreddit on Fox News? This might have been slightly misguided, no offense. The interview offer was given to the mods via mod mail, and they specifically asked for me. I shared that with other mods, and they all agreed that I was probably the best to do it because I've done other media. Oh my lord. Are you media trained? I mean, I have, not really, but I have been on media. I am the media, so I talk for a living. But no, I'm not media trained either. But I definitely have, I definitely conduct myself better than most people do because this is what I do for a living. Like, this is literally what I do. So, but it's not easy. It's not fucking easy at all.
Hello, chat.
Took the bait. Yeah, I mean, they did. And it didn't end up well for anybody. Doreen just derailed a great movement and just let Fox News win. No, everybody's being silly. Like, I'm sorry, but
Thank you for keeping
like r/antiwork, I've never seen it, but like, I don't think that was like a big movement anyway. Like, was it? Jesus fucking Christ, this angle has your head looking smaller than ever. Shut the fuck up, Maureen Creates.
Love
okay?
You really insightful.
Maureen sounds very close, awfully suspiciously close to Doreen. Is that why? Huh? Coming in here saying my head looks small? Yeah, anyway, a subreddit is not a movement. It's regular on the front page of Reddit. That doesn't mean anything. That doesn't mean anything. So does LSF, dude. That doesn't mean anything. None of this means anything. There is this attitude, unfortunately, on the internet of people that routinely mistake their immediate echo chamber and like the outside parts of their echo chamber as like greatly representative of what the attitudes are overall. That's not true. Going to the front page of Reddit does not mean anything as a subreddit. That's not a fucking movement.
Hey guys.
Anyway, there was some good stuff on it. I'm sure it was there to push people to get better pay, better benefits. and look for a better environment, certainly. Okay, and that's great, and that's always great. You are a cancer to society. That's true.
Easy clueless.
Right. Why do people pay you? No, capitalism fucking sucks. No, Hasan, fuck you. Based. Disabilist take, woke chat. Why isn't he canceled? Why isn't he banned? I love these guys that come in here when they're like, dude, you're the worst. You're a cancer to society. So ultimately, like making it to the front page of Reddit is
6 months Poggy's house.
you know, it's not a movement. It can be used for good or bad. It's just one other element.
Just sub to stop seeing these goddamn ads while at work. You're welcome.
It was massive for Reddit
nice
standards,
photo.
certainly. Okay, but it wasn't actually like a fucking. Do these viral stories about shitty bosses signal an anti-work revolution? Says Brenna Ehrlich. No, I don't. I think that this Reddit, just like most of culture, just like the majority of culture, is just reflective of the attitudes that people have. Okay, so if there's a big movement, there's momentum on like the fucking LSF does not go on to all every day. Anti-work regularly gets over 70K upvotes. Was the fastest growing subreddit. Obviously not a labor movement, but it did a huge job in changing people's opinions, especially on the cesspool of Reddit. I agree. I see the utility of anti-work, and I understand why it was good. Because for me, I think that signals that like people are angry. Okay, people are angry at their jobs. People are angry at the situations that they've been put into. Not the other way around. I don't think it like is getting people to fucking change their minds. I think more so that it's reflective of the attitudes that they feel. Okay, that's it. So that's all this is. Anti-work is reflective of the greater labor shortage, not the other way around. I agree. So I was subscribed to anti-work, and they would see workers striking and be like, this is our movement, even though they had nothing to do with the organizing behind it. Of course, that's what I mean. That's like, and that's great. It had a positive influence on many people online, similar to you. I agree. I agree with that. I agree with all of that. Okay. That's not bad. That's not a bad thing. That's a good thing. For sure. And of course, as is the case with many good and left or left adjacent or left leaning or even anti-work fucking attitudes, immediately the bootlickers, the boot suckers at Fox News were able to do a very effective job in a fucking 3-minute video by effectively saying you are funny and stupid and loser, you're a loser and a slob. That's it, in a 3-minute fucking video. Bro, this is such old world news. When are we talking about crypto? Don't do it, Poke. Lol, why would they say laziness is good when you could just blow up in his entire argument that you're not forced to work? I mean, it's a hard argument to make, especially even if you are adept at arguing. You're a crusty loser. They're saying that the person is a crusty loser. Like, it's a hard argument to launch.